Alright, how's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals, and today we're going to get into the final set of coverage with the Smooth Q gimbal and my new production rig. So today we're using the Smooth Q gimbal, the ADAI extension pole, and the Mini Manfrotto tripod, along with the ULNZ adapter so I can mount up external microphones if I need to. Alright, so throughout the day today, you guys and gals are going to see some 4K or rather 2K clips using the Google Pixel XL first generation. So here we are, we're out in the big yard today, and this test y'all are seeing, this first test y'all are seeing is with the rear facing 12 megapixel camera on the Google Pixel XL first generation, and this is being recorded at 2K at 30 FPS with no external microphone hooked up, so everything y'all are seeing and hearing are coming directly from the Google Pixel XL itself. Now, we are using the Smooth Q gimbal, and I do have the Smooth Q gimbal set to mode 3, which is handheld mode, okay? So let me know what y'all think of the overall video quality, the overall stabilization, and the overall detail. Now let's go ahead and run through these tests. Let's see how it does. So starting off here, I just started with some nice stationary footage. Alright, now we are using the stock Google camera app because for some strange reason with the ZY Play Assistant app for the Smooth Q gimbal, in order to shoot in 4K, we'd have to use the app in normal mode, and for some strange reason, in normal mode, it doesn't actually record the footage, it freeze frames, and then we just get the audio. So the only way we could use the ZY Play app is in simple mode, and in simple mode, we get a maximum recording resolution of 1080p with the app. So we are going to be using the stock camera app with the Google Pixel XL first generation here today. Alright, that's good for stationary footage. Let's pick everything up now. And now let's go through our usual test here. So starting off, we're going to pan all the way from here. Alright, all the way through. To right about there. And back. We're going to do this 3 times. Let me know what y'all think of the stabilization. So that was 1. Okay, here we go with number 2. Alright, and come on back. And here we go with number 3. Alright, what do you think? What do you think? Alright, now let's test the exposure. And now, the thing about the exposure is we're going to pan from the lighter areas of the scene. So we're going to use the grass here, up and out to an object in the distance. So it's going to go from the lighter areas to the darker areas, or vice versa. And what we're looking for when we test the exposure is not only the stabilization, but how the cameras transition from the lighter areas and or the darker areas of the scene, and how well that transition is. And what we're looking for is a nice smooth transition with minimal exposure blowout. So we're going to use the grass as one focal point, and we're going to use this tree directly in front of us as another focal point. And I'm sitting underneath my favorite tree today, so we are in the shade, but parts of the tree that I'm getting ready to focus on are in direct sunlight. So let's see how this does with the exposure test. We're going to do this 3 times as well. So now we're panning up and out, and now we're on the tree. That was really good. Alright, it overexposed a little bit, but it recovered real nicely. Going back down, that was 1. Okay, now we're on the grass. Coming back up, that's 2. Alright, that one was a little bit more aggressive. Going back down. And here we go with number 3, coming back up. What do you think? What do you think? Now I'm noticing through the viewfinder, it's kind of exposing in reverse, because as I said, I'm sitting in the shade, and out there in front of us here is direct sunlight here. But you can see as I pan down, it brightens up the image, but then when I pan up, it darkens up the image. So it's kind of doing it in reverse, but what can you do, right? Okay, now you can probably fix that in post with some color grading and some exposure correction, but y'all know I'm not with all that. So y'all just gonna get the raw footage straight out of the camera with minimal editing. Alright, now for the last test, what we want to do is we want to test the zoom. And the zoom, in my opinion, is one of the best tests for stabilization and detail retention, because pretty much with your smart sensor cameras, unless you have a dedicated zoom sensor or a telephoto sensor, you're pretty much digitally cropping the image when you zoom in. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I do want to let y'all know I did sideload the new Pixel 4 camera app on my Google Pixel XL first generation, so I do have the new camera features as well as software stabilization. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out here. So I really like the new camera interface because they added a bunch of new changes, and it actually makes it a lot more user friendly, and you get to understand exactly what's going on as you use the cameras. So I really like this. Alright, so now this whole test was being done with no zoom. Now we're getting ready to take you through these zoom ranges. So the first thing we're going to do is go up to 1.5 times. Here we go. And this is 1.5 times zoom. And we're going to focus on that trailer out there in the distance. So let's lock the focus. And you can see the exposure was struggling till I locked the focus. So now we're locked in on the trailer out there in the distance. And this is 1.5 times. And let's move around a little bit. Yeah, that's still buttery smooth. The detail on that is really nice. Oh gosh, I might have to run inside. Sprinklers is going, and that's well water, and I'm allergic to well water. So if it hits me, I'm gonna get sick. Alright, we're gonna have to do this quick. So this is 1.5 times zoom here. Alright. And that stabilization is looking buttery right now. Silky smooth. And I am moving around my hands here. And I do have really shaky hands. Alright, now let's take it up to 2 times zoom. And a neat thing that I like about the new interface is they have a zooming ball that locks on the zoom that you set it to when you scroll through it, and it will stay there till I tap out of it. So even though I zoom up, it's gonna stay there, and it's gonna let me know I'm in 2 times zoom right now. And the only way it'll disappear is if I tap anywhere else on the screen. So this is 2 times zoom. And honestly, y'all, this is my recommendation for the maximum zoom with your smartphone cameras, because this to me maintains maximum stabilization with maximum detail. Alright? Now, if you still need to get closer to your subject, I would recommend you physically get closer to your subject as you need. Because as you'll see, as we zoom in, you're going to start to see some detail getting lost, and the image will get shaky a little bit. Now it's going to be not as shaky because we are using a gimbal, but if you were doing it handheld, you would see a noticeable difference in the overall stabilization. But just for testing, we're going to take it through the full zoom range. So this is 2 times zoom, and again, this is the maximum zoom length I recommend you take your smart device to. But let's keep going. Let's take it up to 3 times now. Alright, so this is 3 times zoom right here. Alright, starting to see a little bit of exposure struggles. That stabilization is still buttery smooth. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's zoom it up all the way. Maximum zoom. Okay, so on the Pixel XL here, we have a maximum of 4 times digital zoom. And as long as you're focused on something far away, that actually looks pretty good still. So this is not bad. This is not bad at all. And because I'm using the gimbal, it's still relatively super smooth. Alright, what do y'all think of this? Let's change focal subjects here. Let's go to that tree right over there. That still looks really good to me. Go back to the trailer. You do see the exposure shifting, but it's still pretty good. Alright, let me know what y'all think of this test. Okay, this is just the first of many. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to test out the front-facing 8 megapixel sensor on the Google Pixel XL, and again we're going to continue testing out the Smooth Q gimbal. Alright, I'll be right back. Let's zoom out though before we wrap up the video. And we're back out to no zoom. Alright, I'll be right back. Let's swap these cameras around. Alright y'all, and now we're testing out the front-facing 8 megapixel sensor on the Google Pixel XL. And once again, we're also testing out the Smooth Q gimbal, the ADAI extender pole, and my mini Manfrotto tripod with the ULenZ adapter attached, but we are not using any external audio outside. Alright, so starting off, we're just starting off with some nice front-facing footage here. And now the maximum recording resolution for the Google Pixel XL is 1080p at 30 FPS with its 8 megapixel front-facing sensor. So let me know what y'all think of this nice stationary front-facing footage. And honestly, y'all, that looks really good. Like, if I wanted to do a vlog real quick, if I wanted to do a channel update or something like that, let y'all know what's going on, just chop it up with y'all. This looks pretty good. We could chill outside and we could talk and chill. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. Let me know what y'all think. Alright? Now, let's go ahead and pick everything up and give y'all a nice stabilization test. Alright? Here we go. So, picking it up now. Alright? And panning it around. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, this bad boy is heavy with my device and the extension pole and my mini tripod and the adapter is pretty heavy. So yeah, I would love to see them cut down on the weight for the next iteration of the Smooth Q gimbal. But the footage is good and it seems to be very nice and stable and steady. Alright, let me know what y'all think. Okay, let's pan over here. Not bad, not bad. Kind of overexposing the sky there, but for the most part, decent footage. Let's pan back over this way. I think the lighting was best over here. Yeah, that's almost spot on. Yeah. Alright, let's put it back down now. It's kind of heavy. Okay. Whew. Jeez. Gonna build some super muscles toting that around. Anyways, this has been a front-facing camera test with the Smooth Q gimbal and the front-facing 8 megapixel camera on the Google Pixel XL. Once again, this is in 1080p at 30 FPS, the maximum recording resolution for the Google Pixel XL. Alright, now we're going to run inside and we're going to do some more tests. So y'all are going to see the daytime indoor low light, okay, front and rear, and you're going to see the nighttime artificial lighting low light front and rear, and then we'll bring this video to a close. So I hope y'all enjoy, and I will be right back. See you in a second. Alright y'all, so now we are back in. This time we're testing out the front facing camera on the Google Pixel XL and the Smooth Q gimbal. Alright, since we're indoors today and this is considered daytime low light, we are also using external audio as well. Now, that being said, on the Google Pixel XL first generation, the device that's responsible for the highest resolution recordings for testing out the Smooth Q gimbal, we are going to be using the stock camera app. Okay. Also, for the S7 Active, we use the stock camera app. The only device that we use the the ZY Play app with was the S6 Active. Just want to clear that up. So here today, we're in the bedroom here, the main shooting space, and I have everything propped up on my desk here. So we're using the Mini Manfrotto tripod, the ADAI extender pole, the ULenZ adapter so I can mount external microphones or what have you, and then the Smooth Q gimbal with the Pixel XL first generation front-facing cameras in the gimbal, and it's in 1080p at 30 FPS. So you should be getting some really nice audio here. You should also be getting some really nice video as well. So this should be really good. Based on what I'm seeing through the viewfinder, it looks really nice. Even though I do have the shades slightly cracked. Now, they're not completely open, but they're not completely closed. But this is a low light setting here. So it's looking pretty good. Hopefully it sounds pretty good as well. Now, we are using the Comica microphone for this test. The V30 Lite Comica microphone. Okay. So, real quick stabilization, stationary, not stabilization. That's what we're getting ready to do next. Real quick stationary test here. Now let's go ahead and pick everything up. Now, for the stationary test, because of the angle, I did have the Smooth Q gimbal in mode 2. But because I'm going to be doing some stabilization tests now, we're going to put it in mode 3. So quick double click. Alright, and now we're in handheld mode here. Alright, so if I turn my wrist, the gimbal will turn to match. So really, really good. So I'm holding on to everything now. Now let's pan around. Let's switch hands. Forget a mess. Pan back around. Alright, let me know what y'all think of this one. I'm not going to make this too long. Real quick stabilization test for you guys and gals. Now let me put everything back down because this rig is pretty heavy. Let's put it down. Alright, let me put it back into mode 2 so we can get that proper angle. Alright, and let's angle it down. Back how it was. So there you go. Alright, so real quick daytime low light settings test here with the Smooth Q gimbal and the front facing cameras on the Google Pixel XL and the Comica microphone. Let me know what y'all think of this. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to spin the cameras around and I'm going to give y'all a daytime low light setting test in 4K or 2K really with the Smooth Q gimbal and my whole setup here. So give me 1 second and I will be right back. Alright everyone, so I turned the cameras around. I opened up the shades just a little bit more. I wanted to get a touch more light coming in, and then I just pushed record. So now we're testing out the rear facing 12 megapixel camera on the Google Pixel XL, as y'all can see in the reflection right there. And you can see that we are using external audio right here. We're still using the Comica microphone, and we are using the Smooth Q gimbal, as you can see right here. So let me just verify for y'all that we are indeed daytime low light here. So you can see, typically I have the shades closed up a little bit more, but I just wanted a touch more light coming in. So y'all can see it is indeed daytime low light settings here. If I pan over, y'all can see it's actually quite dark. And the only light source that we have is the daylight coming in through the window there. Just wanted to show y'all that. Now let's put everything down and set this up in a traditional reviewer angle, at least in my opinion. So get this straight on like that, and then we would angle it down. So let me put it into follow mode. So we're coming out of mode 2, we're going into mode 1, one click to go back. So now we're in follow mode here, and I just need to angle it down. Let's back up a little bit. So right about there, that looks good. And then I would just go like this. Okay, so that almost, okay, perfect right there. So this right here would be the perfect angle for me to record a review for you guys, do a feature demonstration or tutorial or anything like that. And I gotta tell y'all, looking through the viewfinder right here, this footage is looking really good coming off of the 12 megapixel camera on the Google Pixel XL first generation. And one thing I want y'all to keep in mind, this is a rear facing camera test, so it is being recorded in 4K or 2K resolution at 30 FPS. That's the maximum recording resolution with the rear facing camera on the Google Pixel XL. So let's just showcase some of these devices real quick. Y'all let me know how the SmoothQ gimbal is doing in terms of stabilization, and how you think it's doing in terms of the detail and representation, all that good stuff here. How the camera's doing, how's the audio, let me know. So let me showcase some of these devices for y'all. So up first, got the Bold N1 right here. Boy, that look crispy in 4K. Give y'all a close-up pan through real quick. So let's get a close-up on the cameras. You can see the texture in the case. Oh yeah, that's 4K for you, baby, right there. So let's pan through. Damn. Alright. Show off the ports real quick. Oh yeah, that looked pretty good. Fingerprint sensor. Test it out, tilt. Bam, you see that animation looking fresh there. Do it one more time, tilt. Bang. Nice and fast. Alright, that looked pretty good. Let's put this down. Got a few more devices here. Got the Ben Eve stand for y'all. Looking good there. It's actually one of my favorite phone stands to date. I just wish it had wireless charging built in, and then we would be in business. So throwing it on the stand real quick. That actually looks pretty good. Now I need to adjust the brightness on the S7 Active. Y'all know this is one of my main recording devices, so I typically run the brightness a little bit higher on my main production devices, so I apologize for that. Alright, I am still reviewing the Bold N1, so that's why I got that brightness set to a comfortable level. But when I'm doing any type of content creation, video production, in general, I keep that brightness a little bit higher so I can see all the minute details when I got my videos in my editor of choice, which is KiMaster. Y'all already know what it is. It's probably one of the most straightforward and easiest editors to use, available on iOS and Android. So good stuff there. Let's showcase this device real quick. So let's get y'all a close up. Woo! Look at the patterns on that. Wow. You can even read the minute text there. Bam, let's showcase these ports. Headphone jack, love to see that. Show off these buttons. Power button, nano SIM and micro SD card tray. Volume buttons. And then we got the active button here. Really nice to see that. You can change the functionality of this to whatever you want it to be. Alright, then ports down at the bottom, speaker. Boy, that looks crispy right there. Buttons on the front, cameras, display. Looking good, looking good. Alright, let's put this device down. And the last device that we have on the table, S6 Active, let's go. Throwing it down on the stand, looking good. See, now, I like 4K. My only problem is the file sizes. When you record in 4K, they're humongous. And that being said, for a lot of Android devices, they have recording limit restrictions for when you record in 4K. Okay, so that's why I kind of don't record in 4K. I actually feel 720p has the nice balance between crispiness and file size. So that's why I'm a big advocate for 720p video recording. But this does look really good. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. This 4K or 2K footage is looking really good. Now let's showcase the S6 Active. So buttons, looking good in the stand here. Let's give y'all a close-up and show off the ports. So let's get that close-up going. Man, look at the textures. And I'm really feeling that camo. Yes, sir. Camo is the business, especially that blue camo. Let's pan through. Looking good, man. Looking good. Now, it's definitely having some exposure issues with the darker colors, but that still looks pretty good. Let's show off the ports here. Headphone jack, IR blaster, microphone. Flip it to the bottom. Micro USB port and primary microphone. Flip it to the side. Got our nano SIM card tray. No SD card slot on this one. A little bit of a focusing issue there. There we go. Alright, that looks good. Textured power button here. Flipping it to this side. Textured volume buttons. Textured active key, which again is configurable to whatever you would like. This is why I'm a big fan of the Active series. Check out the display. It's just the functionalist nature of it. The ruggedized functionalist nature of it. Grippy textures on the buttons. This is why I'm such a big fan of the Active series. And it still carries down the flagship features from the mainstream device. So I still have wireless charging. I still have really good cameras. I got the really good display. Yes. I get sad every time I think about it. The fact that Samsung has discontinued this, I get sad every time. Anyways. That pretty much does it for this indoor daytime low light test. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Alright, now a little bit later on, we're going to test out these same cameras again in nighttime artificial lighting settings. Alright, so I will be right back. Alright, how's everybody doing? Back again with another video test for you guys and gals. This is going to be the last series of videos testing out the SmoothQ gimbal and my new permanent stationary and or mobile setup. So once again, we're testing out the SmoothQ gimbal with the Ulanzi extender adapter and the AD-AI extension pole and my favorite mini tripod, the Mini Manfrotto tripod. Okay, this time we're using the Google Pixel XL, the front and the rear facing cameras, and it's upscaled to 4K or 2K because the front facing cameras on the Google Pixel are not capable of true 4K. It only maxes out at 1080p 30. So I'm going to upscale the whole video to 4K or 2K. This way it will be maxed out at the highest resolution that the device can record. Okay, so this first test is just a stationary front-facing video test. Let me know what y'all think of this. Now we are using external audio with the Google Pixel. For the front-facing footage, we're using the Comica microphone, the Comica V30 Lite shotgun style microphone. Alright, for the rear-facing footage, we're going to be using the Boya BY microphone. Alright, so let me know what y'all think of this nighttime low light artificial lighting video here. Okay, how's the pixel doing? How's the smooth Q doing? Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin the camera around to the rear facing 12 megapixel camera. We're gonna switch microphones to the Boya, and I'm gonna come back with the final 4K sample for you guys and gals. So I will be right back. Alright, y'all, here it is. So now we're back again with the final 4K test. Once again, we're testing out the rear facing 12 megapixel camera on the Google Pixel XL in 2K resolution, which is the maximum resolution that the original Google Pixel XL can record at. Now this is low light nighttime artificial lighting settings here, okay, and we are using the Boya BY microphone to record this audio. So this is testing out primarily the Smooth Q gimbal, the AD-AI extender pole, and the mini Manfrotto tripod, along with the Comica and or the Boya microphone, which I have connected up to the Smooth Q gimbal using the Ulanzi adapter mount. Alright, so just to show y'all here, if I pick everything up and pan over to the window, y'all can see it is indeed nighttime right there. Okay, and if I pan over this way and I want to do like a review, software walkthrough, what have you, we can angle this up real nicely, and look at that. That's great. And this is using the top part of my desk. Okay, but primarily what I like to do is I like to use the bottom part of my desk. So I would do this, bring this over a little bit, alright, and then angle the gimbal down. And now I can use the bottom part of my desk, and you can see got my Logitech keyboard and mouse here. Check out the detail on this. What you think? Alright, now one of the things that I don't like about the configuration of the Google Pixel XL is you do have to take your case off if you want to use external audio. So now I don't have any case on the original Google Pixel XL just because I wanted to give y'all an audio sample. But that is why all of the other footage y'all saw with the Google Pixel XL first generation was using the onboard microphones. Because when I'm outside, especially in the big yard, I'm not taking the case off, okay? Because I'm very clumsy. You never know what could happen. Now, I will say this. Big thank you goes out to the seller of the Google Pixel XL that I bought it from, because they were nice enough to pre-apply a tempered glass screen protector. And that's really one of the reasons why I went ahead and popped the plastic screen protector off of one of my favorite cases here. This is the iBlazing case for the Google Pixel XL. And because I had a tempered glass installed, I was like, I don't need the plastic one. So that's why I popped that off. And I showed y'all how to pop this off in one of the videos. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think of this final 4K clip. Okay. How do you think the detail is? How do you think the audio is? What do you think of the overall stabilization? Let me know. That being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed all of my coverage with the Zhiyun Smooth Q gimbal. I really tried my best on this. I hope y'all found all these videos helpful. And just remember, if you want to see any video in the series, maybe this is the first video that you're coming across, the video samples video. If you want to see any video in the series, just hit any of those hashtags down below in the video description. One of the main reasons why I gave all these videos the same hashtag is because I want you guys and gals to easily be able to find all of the related videos to this. So I did a software walkthrough with the companion app. I showed you guys how to balance the gimbal to find the perfect balance depending on your device. Okay, I walked you guys through all of the modes on the gimbal, and I even told you guys about some of the favorite modes that I like to use. Okay, I went through a full in-depth review on the gimbal, talking about some of the stuff I like that Zhiyun did well, some of the stuff I dislike that they need to improve upon, and whether or not I can overall recommend that y'all pick this up. So feel free to check that out if you guys and gals would like to know anything else about the Smooth Q gimbal. Again, all you have to do to find that is hit any one of the hashtags that will be down below in the video description. It's going to take you to all of the rest of the coverage that I've done on the Zhiyun Smooth Q gimbal. Alright, now that this one is out, y'all know what that means. I'm officially on break after this, and I don't know when I'll be back, but there will be one more update video before I officially go on break, because I want to let you guys and gals know about some changes coming to the channel. So y'all be on the lookout for that absolute last video before I go on break officially. Alright? Hope everyone has a good one, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.